I don't know how to do this intro. Today I'm going to be watching DDLC, or Doki Doki Literature Club, is on BBC News. I watched a bit of it already because I thought it was an interesting concept. And I'll link it down in the description. Let's start, shall we?
Good morning. We're going to start this morning by talking about a free online game after police and a coroner have warned about the risks of it to children. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and it starts like a dating game set in a high school and features a group of animated...
I couldn't find the original video, so I'm watching one that, excuse me for a second, Louis Duck uploaded. That's Louis Duck.
Book club. Things do turn sinister, with characters self-harming and killing themselves. It's said to be suitable for players aged 13 or over. It was launched last year and was downloaded 2 million times in the first 4 months.
Ooh.
An inquest will be held into the death of a 15-year-old called Ben Wormsley from Bury, whose father said the game dragged his son in.
Excuse me? Excuse me? What?
Inquest review is due to take place at 10 o'clock this morning in that case. Greater Manchester Police have said, "We believe this game is a risk to children and young people, especially those that are emotionally vulnerable and anyone with
Whoa, doesn't that say in the beginning, don't play this?
existing mental health concerns."
Like, there's a warning at the beginning.
Psychological horror game with suicide as a main feature. And notes too, it does warn it's not suitable for children. However, the graphics, etc., are clearly aimed at young people.
Well, I know anime isn't supposed to be for a child. Like, it's all nice and cutesy and artsy, but it's not for children. Get that through your head, adults. Just because it's all cute and artsy, it's like Yandere Simulator. Just because it's all nice looking doesn't mean that it's suitable for kids. If the entire, there's so many warnings. Do not play this game. But there's a million warnings just being like, don't play this if you have depression and stuff like that. It gives you so many warnings. I don't understand.
We've contacted the game's creators, Team Salvato, but so far we haven't heard back. Here's the trailer.
Is that how you say it? Team Salvato? Isn't it Team Salvato? I don't know. I don't care.
Right at the start.
You know what I mean. This game is not suitable for children, for those who are easily disturbed. It's giving examples. Sayori. Oh, what the?
Let's talk about this now with the news editor for the video game website Kotaku UK, Laura Dale. Also mum of 2 and casual gamer, Helen Ground. She has played Doki Doki and is a fan.
Okay, we have people
and
here.
Laura Fraser is here from the suicide prevention charity, the Samaritans. Welcome all of you. Thank you very much for coming on the programme. Laura, describe the premise.
So, I love how there is just these no offense, but these look around 40 to 50-year-olds talking about this type of game, you know?
The basic premise of the game is that it starts off like a dating sim, as you'd said. That you go to this literature club, try and make friends with all these different girls, and it sort of subverts the expectations of that genre by becoming a horror narrative. A little bit of spoilers for the game. One of the characters as it turns out, is not happy that you're dating the other video game characters, and she manipulates events so that other characters will commit suicide and will sort of drive you towards dating her instead.
And what's your reaction to this warning from the coroner and Greater Manchester Police about the risks to children and those who are vulnerable?
I think that, honestly, it's the same as the risks of any piece of media that deals with these kind of themes, be it video games or... and they don't have an outlet to talk about that properly. That can be a problem. I think that a lot of it does just come down to communication and making sure that if you've got a child who is already struggling with those themes, that you're aware of what kind of media they're engaging with.
Helen, you've got...
Well, that's as a parent. If you know your daughter or your son has depression, you should know that what they're on. That's common sense.
Children, younger
I guess they say, common sense is not so common.
children, this game is said to be suitable for 13 and up, and that's because it asks you to tick if you are 13 and up, which of course any age could do.
But, yeah, of course. But it's like, what else do you want them to do? There's nothing else they can do to make sure there's nothing like...
And this type of game isn't a type of game for children. I would probably not say 13.
Even that's too young.
I would say it's quite questionable, considering the sort of things that is it. But it does, playing the game, when you actually start it up, there is a ginormous...
And this is adults trying to understand kids. Here we go!
text that says the game is not suitable for children. If you are easily disturbed, you should not play this. It really does try and tell you, don't play this.
They can't do anything else. That's like the most they can do to make sure. Like,
You're under a certain age, or if you are easily disturbed. And as someone who's also does suffer from mental health problems, you know, I was thinking, ooh, should I actually play this? But I did. And it didn't affect me. If anything, some of the things that did come up
a lot of people actually got helped from this. Like, a lot of people that had depression and suicidal thoughts, this helped them. I'm not kidding.
kind of helped me realise that if a person sort of acts a certain way, that maybe they really do need help.
Right.
There are warnings. Like, it is drawn blood.
Especially, yes.
Right. Lorna Fraser from Samaritans, how do you respond to that?
Well, what we believe is that this is an example of where it's really important for parents to be aware of the things that they do online. Just as you would want to protect your child in the offline environment, if your kids are going out, you'd like to know where they're going, who they're hanging out with, how they're getting home, this kind of thing. We would encourage parents to have these conversations with your kids, be aware of what they do online. You know, it could give you a false sense of security.
And you should tell them what's right to do and what's wrong to do.
Because they're tucked away in their bedroom or on their tablet or computer, you know, playing something, but they're safe at home. But just be aware that there are dangers. But it's also important to avoid any confusion around focusing on one particular game, because there will be others. So we don't want to give the message to parents, firstly, to really alarm parents, because there are lots of good things online too, but not to give the message to parents that if your child isn't playing this particular game, then there's no cause for concern. You know, there are others.
Laura, you're nodding your head in agreement.
At least you're not just picking on this game, but still.
Definitely. There are certain parts of what have been said about this particular game that do lead me to suspect that it may not have been the only game involved in this particular tragic event. Without knowing specifically...
We'll have to wait for the inquest, so we
We'd have
can't
to
speculate.
obviously wait for the inquest, but there were statements made about this game by the father that are not things that are featured in this game, which would suggest that perhaps there were other games being engaged with that aren't the focus of this inquest, so risk factors. available. If there is a tick box that says, are you over 13, I can understand why parents would go, well, my child is 14, 15, 16, is probably fine with it. And I think there is definitely a concern to be made for, like, parents not paying attention to what their children are engaging with just because there's an age box.
It's not always, why are you picking on the game? If you're a parent and you know that they have, like, this problem and they're playing this game, you should be in charge of them.
Was ticked first.
But I'm being realistic as a parent.
Yeah.
You know, I might see it says 13, tick that box. I'd see the warning at the beginning, and then I would think, okay, it's fine for my teenager.
I'm not saying that as a criticism of parents.
Yeah.
I understand where...
My kid's 13. It says that, that this game is not suitable for kids that are easily disturbed. I guess they're not easily disturbed. Because maybe if they say that they're going to be, that it's not a game for people that are easily disturbed, and I don't think there's going to be things that could disturb people. Aren't they hinting at something? Maybe? If I'm yelling into the microphone, I'm sorry.
That difficulty is for parents. Yeah, I understand that difficulty.
Lorna, the NSPCC tell us the game creators itself warn that it's not suitable for children and those that are easily disturbed. Parents should...
Is this the how? It's not for those who are easily disturbed. Just because it's a cartoony style doesn't mean that it's meant for kids. Think of Rick and Morty. That name I can't pronounce. The art style is really cartoony, but it's not for kids. Most anime is not for kids. I doubt the parents saw the signs. Edit. The game warns you in the Steam page, trailer, reviews, and when you open the hecking game. That's a lot of warnings, that is. Let's see. Oh dear, we have something else here. One thing we don't take into thought is that all children are different. My cousin, who is 9, almost 10, loves horror and things such as Yandere Simulator which I was talking about earlier, which, trust me, they'll attack this next because some of the things they also do, other than suicide, murder, poisoning, dragging, electrocuting, you know what I'm trying to say, that thing, framing, and fake murders, suicides, etc. It also has a cute anime style unless you have tried the lovesick mode. She plays GTA and FNAF and even knows and has played DDLC. She also likes anime and horror and gore, such as Tokyo Ghoul, and is never fazed by it. The news don't understand that everyone is different. They also don't understand the idea of just because it looks kid-friendly doesn't mean it will be kid-friendly. If anything, that's the only reason they try to attack it, because they assume all anime-style media is not horror. Of course. Oh, this looks cartoony. It's totally for kids. No. Darn. The news love to assume. Yup. Oh, here's a good point. Can't you blame a video game on a 15-year-old's death? Of course, this was what this rant was all about anyways. Apparently a 15-year-old died whenever they finished playing this. I blame it on the parents because the parents should have been supervising the kid. No. They should have been supervising and watching what their kid was doing and playing. We're parented really bad, so we're just gonna cover it up and make up an excuse and say that this game that my kid was playing recently drove him into suicide. Yeah, totally. I'm done.